Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a little interesting because we're going to be talking about some products that I wish makeup brands would come out with. This video idea did come from Angelica. She uploaded this a couple of weeks back and I just thought the video idea was really fun, really interesting because there has been products that I wish some brands would just come out with already. Like every time Trend Mood posts something new, I'm hoping it's this product that I want, but a girl can hope, and I'm just going to share with what I'm hoping for to see in the makeup industry. But I'll leave Angelica's video down below because I think she has really great product knowledge, so it's really insightful to see what she would like to see in the makeup industry. So her video will be linked down below along with her channel if you haven't checked it out already. But with that being said, if you guys are interested to hear about what I would like to see in the makeup industry, then please continue watching. Okay, so the first thing that I would like to see from the makeup industry is not exactly a product. It's not something that I would like to see from a certain brand, but I think it is the most important, so I wanted to put it at number one. First thing off the list is more Asian collabs, more Asian inclusivity, whether that's in the models they are using or in the campaigns, because truly in the Western market I really don't feel represented when it comes to their campaigns, because I wouldn't say all the time, but I would say most of the time they don't include an Asian model. They don't include a model that has a skin tone like mine, and I just want to see more Asian people that look like me in the makeup industry, because I really don't think there is enough of that. And especially with the increase of Asian hate crimes after COVID, the lack of support for the Asian community in the beauty community, I feel like was not really existent. I just feel like the Western market has taken so much from the Asian beauty market, whether that comes to K-beauty and their technology or the skincare that they love. But when we need to be represented or when we need their help, I feel like it wasn't there, and I hope that we can see more of that in the future. And I think that's something that we're definitely working towards, but it's definitely lacking, and I just hope to see more. I actually filmed a video a couple months back, maybe earlier this year, about my favorite Asian creators, and I filmed it and everything, but I didn't upload it because I didn't like my makeup look in the video, so I didn't get around to refilming it. But let me know if you guys still want to see that video, because I do have a lengthy list that I could share with you of some amazing Asian content creators on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. Like, I have a lot, I follow a lot of people. And then next on the list, of course, I have to talk about one of my favorite brands, ColourPop. There are some certain things that I would love to see ColourPop release, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're already planning to come up with these certain products. So the first one is a cushion foundation. I don't know why I can see cushion foundation really fitting ColourPop's aesthetic. I feel like they could really pull this off. Like, I really do love their foundation line. They're pretty fresh. Their no filter was pretty good. Their tinted moisturizer is like my favorite. So I can really see them pulling this off, and I think they'll be able to do it. And I really do think if ColourPop was to do this, I feel like they could really set something new in the Western market. Like, I feel like if ColourPop did this, I feel like other brands will follow along in the Western world. There's a lot of cushion foundations with Western brands, but they're all higher end. Like, I know Dior and YSL, which are all not cruelty free, but they do have cushion foundations, but you know, they're really expensive. So I can really see ColourPop doing that, and I really hope to see it because I think they could pull it off. Like, what do you guys think? I feel like they could. The second thing that I would like to see from ColourPop is a brow powder. I've been hoping for a brow powder for the longest time. I feel like ever since I started wearing ColourPop, I've been hoping for a brow powder, something similar to the Anastasia Brow Duo, but you know, ColourPop is so much more affordable. They have like two brow pencils. They have a brow gel. They came out with those brow pens, and then they have the brow wax. They even have a spoolie, but they don't have brow powder. And I'm just like, why? I love a good brow powder. I know a lot of people like pomades. They even have pomades, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure they have brow, do they? I'm not sure. And then the last thing I would like to see from ColourPop is correctors, because I have this NYX corrector palette, which I do really like, and NYX is also really affordable as well. I'm not complaining here. But when it comes to this palette, I'm not like a working makeup artist, and honestly I don't really know too much about color correcting, so I only really use this like salmon shade just to sort of conceal my dark circles a little more. But as you can see, like that's the only one that I've hit pan in this palette, and you know, I've dabbled into other things, but I don't think I would use up everything else as quick as this. So I would love if like ColourPop, you know, similar to like the Becca under eye corrector where they come in the little pots, maybe ColourPop could do, you know, something like that. I can see it being monochromatic, like we have the salmon one, then the green one, the yellow one, the purple one, you know, like I can really see them doing that, looking similar to their creme gel liner pots. And then next from e.l.f. Cosmetics, I will love to see also a cushion line, because their putty line is so popular and they really ran with that putty line. We have like how many putty primers? I think there's like 4 different ones. We have the putty blush, now the putty bronzer. They even have like specific brushes for the putty line. So they really like took that and ran. So maybe once the putty line, you know, is settled, it's been established, maybe we could see a cushion line. I don't know what they'll call it, but like a cushion line. So like a cushion foundation, a cushion bronzer, a cushion blush, a cushion highlighter. Like I would love to see that, especially with like these brands where they are more affordable. And the next brand I want to talk about is Kaleidos. So Kaleidos, I'm not too sure if they're Asian owned, but I know they are based in Shanghai, and I love their products, absolutely love them. And they are definitely more like a smaller brand, but they definitely have such high quality products. But they came out with these duo blush palette, and these were very limited. They weren't around for long. They came out with 2 palettes initially, and I love this one. This one is called Lo-Fi Peach, and I keep it in my top drawer. I try not to use it so much in my videos because it's discontinued, and it's like kind of sad linking something that's discontinued where you can't buy it, you know. I really love them. I think the pricing is pretty good as well. Quality and everything is so good, so I hope they would come out with these again, or even just like blushes in general, like a single pan blush. I would love that. Like I really would love to see some blushes. You guys know I'm really into blushes right now, so I would honestly love to see more blushes in general. I don't need more blushes though, but like the one from Kaleidos I really do love. I don't use so much of their highlighters, so I don't mind if they came out with like single pans. That would be really nice. And then also from Kaleidos, they came out with these liquid lipstick sets, these 2 here in their most recent collection, and I really do like the formulation on these, and I really love the aesthetic. I really love them, but the shades they initially came out with, for me personally, I couldn't find like my perfect everyday go-to shade. So I would love to see them release more shades. I would love to see them to do lipsticks, because I love lipsticks. Although these are really comfortable, I would always prefer a bullet lipstick over a liquid lipstick any day. And then from M Cosmetics, love and adore M Cosmetics, one of my favorite brands. I would love to see them come out with a cushion blush and a cushion bronzer. So they have a cushion highlighter that came out really recently, so honestly wouldn't be surprised if they have like a cushion blush on the way. I can definitely imagine that. But they did come out with their blush and bronzer sticks, so maybe not anytime soon. Maybe they don't want to have too many blush and bronzer releases in the same time, but I definitely can see them doing that. I definitely can see them pulling it off. Maybe I should save this for my purchase or pass, but I saw on trend where they're coming out with single eyeshadows. That I did not expect. I really did not expect them to come out single eyeshadows, because when I think of single eyeshadows personally, I feel like you need a lot of them to create your own kind of palette or little quad. It feels, I don't know, to me, single eyeshadows feel very excessive. And when I look at M Cosmetics, they seem very minimal to me. So that was really unexpected. And the last brand I want to talk about is Too Faced. So I feel like Too Faced definitely has a certain aesthetic. They always stick to the same color story, and Too Faced is not a brand that I'm so familiar with. Like I have a couple of favorite products from them that are my holy grail, but definitely more recently I have been keeping my eye out for Too Faced. In the past, like Too Faced was a brand that I really did not care for. I feel like this stuff was really repetitive, which it still is, but I do feel like they have have that in them where they can be innovative, you know, like their concealer is my favorite. Their Love Flush blushes I feel like are really nice as well. So from Too Faced, not a certain product, but I guess maybe like an eyeshadow palette that's a little bit more colorful. Not that we need any more colorful palettes, but like, I don't know, I just feel like they recycle the same eyeshadows in every palette, and like every palette looks similar. Like you can't differentiate any of their palettes. Like, okay, maybe you can tell difference between their peach palette and their chocolate palette, but every other palette in between that is literally the same. So I just like, even though it might not suit their aesthetic with having something very like rainbow and bright, I feel like they need to do it. Like they need to at this point, but I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about any of these things in general? Do you guys agree with me and you want to see some of these things, or some of these things you're like, nope, we don't need that? But that is pretty much everything that I could think of right now that I would like to see from certain brands. So let me know what you guys would like to see, because I would love to hear that. I feel like you guys have way more product knowledge than I do, because, you know, I'm coming out of my cave. For the longest time, I really was stuck on ColourPop, and ColourPop was the only thing that I was using. I feel like in the peak of my YouTube growth, I was only focused on ColourPop. So I didn't really have the chance to try out so many brands, and only now really like blossomed and like tried more brands than just ColourPop. And I feel like I was using ColourPop like hardcore for like probably 2 or 3 years. So yeah. But also, if you guys did enjoy this video, if you could please give it a thumbs up for me. I would appreciate it so much. It does help out my channel and my videos out a lot. Thank you so much for watching as always. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!